Hello, I'm Lewis Watson and you're on themusic.com.au.
Hey, so you're here on a little promo trip ahead of your June tour when you're back.
Yes.
What have you been up to, in between all the promo commitments and...
Well, we were just talking about this. We were lucky enough to get in 3 days before we were meant to arrive here because the snow in New York cancelled our trip to there. So we were here during the heat wave on the weekend. We just had the weekend to do whatever we wanted, and we decided for some reason to cycle to some beaches.
Whoa, man.
Which is just like one of the worst decisions I've ever made.
Yeah.
It was awful. But the payoff of when we got there, we went to Rose Bay, and it was just that's beautiful area. Paddled a bit.
You played a free gorilla show at Hyde Park the other day.
Yeah.
How was that? Have you had any experience with busking or anything? Did it feel like that?
Yeah, well whenever I come to Australia, this is my 5th time in Australia now. Whenever I come to Australia, I like to do those gorilla gigs because I feel like, I don't know, the kind of audiences here are much more proactive than the kind of audiences in England. Well, anywhere really. And I just tweet out a couple of days before, going to be here, playing for half an hour, come along if you want, kind of thing. And I tend to find that we always get a really good turnout. So it was a lot of fun. I had people singing along, and it was a lovely day. We sat under the shade of the tree in Hyde Park. And yeah, it's really beautiful. I try and do it whenever I come to Australia, as I said.
So your new album Midnight comes out early next month. What kind of artists did you find inspiration in when you were writing?
This was a fun one because I really explored my influences on this one. There's a lot of Death Cab for Cutie on the record, Bon Iver, Bombay Bicycle Club, just these bands that I grew up listening to, kind of guitar band, but also quite alternative, some synthetic drums, got strings on the album, and some Sitting Colour in there as well. It's just basically my favourite bands and artists, and just trying to bring that, flavour into my songs.
So you started off on YouTube kind of covering songs and such. What's it like going from being a YouTuber to signed to a massive label?
Yeah, it was strange.
Did you expect it would ever happen?
No. I was just saying earlier actually, I didn't actually want anybody to hear my music. That terrified me, that thought, and so I just uploaded these videos to YouTube under a secret name and just started, 2 weeks after I uploaded the video, I'd watch and say, I think I could improve my D major, or whatever it may be. But the whole major label outfit just didn't really work out for me. I felt like I gave up a lot of my creative control, which at the start I was willing to kind of sacrifice that in order, to be a signed artist. That was massive.
Absolutely.
And then when I started to realise, maybe I should start to take control. It has my name on it as much as theirs, and I need to have that control. And when that started, that whole conversation started, it just came to life. Maybe we were best parting, and we did. And so I self-funded the second album, and then Cooking Vinyl got in touch. And I was just like, if we were going to do it, we should do it with them. They have this great legacy.
Absolutely.
They've got clout behind them. Their roster's full of career artists as well, and people that have been around for a while, been successful for a while. And that's something that really appealed to me. And so far, it's been a dream.
Finally, are you into any Aussie artists at the moment? I know you've toured with Little Birdie.
Yes. I love Australian artists. I'm the same with Irish artists. I feel like there's something in the water here where you guys are just, I don't know, it's unfair. You start here when you're born, and everybody else has to come up, but at that time you're proving his own. Matt Corby for me is a massive inspiration. We actually supported him at Glastonbury in 2013, and I got to say hello to the guy, and I was like, I've been listening to you for 4 years. I love your music.
Yes.
We just played, and they didn't watch because they were playing a different show, Acoustic Tent. I said, I know that you can watch, and that's fine, but I just want to let you know that you're quite an integral part of my sound at the moment. I really appreciate your music and what you're doing, and So that's one guy. There's a band called Trophy Eyes at the moment. Which
I love them at the moment
can't get
too.
enough of.
Yeah.
You know, I heard Chlorine, that track
How
Chlorine.
good is that track?
I was
Also
just
Breathe
like-
You In.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this song, you know, is incredible. And the songwriting, you know, it's written about a girl who like saved him from drowning when they were young and then committed suicide. After about 4 or 5 listens, I thought, oh, shit, this is about that. you
Yeah.
know, and so whether that's, you know, it's a fairly alternative, heavy rock sound, or whether it's an acoustic song or a rap song, you know, I appreciate that anyway. But yeah, I absolutely love their sound.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to it over and over.
Nice.
So yeah, there's a lot of talent coming from Australia.
Yeah, very
It's such a shame that it just doesn't make it over to the UK.
Yeah.
You know, and
We
I'm
have to spread the
telling-
word.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I tell all my friends about, you know, these artists, and they do appreciate it. I just it boggles me how it just doesn't reach us.
Yeah.
It's just such a shame. And what upsets me is that like I could have missed out on this whole catalogue of music that just didn't come over here. So yeah, I love Australia.
Yeah. It's really great to hear. Well, thank you so much, Lewis,
Thank
for stopping
you.
by. Have an awesome rest of your trip,
Thank you
and
very
we'll
much.
see you down under again in June.
June, yeah.
May, June.
June.
What, 6th time?
That'll be the 6th time.
Look at
yeah.
you
6th time
counting.
lucky.
Yeah.